So today we are going to read a story called The Creature and the Queen. Before we get started, we're going to go over the front page. So here, look at this. And can you tell me what the title is?
The Creature and the Queen.
Right. And the author?
I need to look at this page.
Yeah, it's on this page. No, it's on this page.
I don't know where it is.
We'll look for it. Who was it written by?
Russ Bucklow. I don't know.
By, I don't know how to pronounce it. Boyuk, maybe? And who drew the pictures?
Is that illustrated?
Yeah.
Thomas Boatwright.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we're going to talk about imagination. What is imagination?
Something that can't happen in real life.
Right, something that you can think up on your own though, right? Okay, so what is the craziest thing that you can imagine?
Pigs flying.
Pigs flying? That would be pretty crazy. In the story, there's a whole different, world with all these, monsters and stuff. So, before we get started, I want you to draw a picture of pigs flying. Or whatever you think is crazy that you can imagine and think up on your own. Okay, so why don't you hold up your picture and explain to us what your imagination thought of.
It's freezing. A glance at the picture. And then there's a pig saying, "What are you doing? We just have wings," because the other pig is flying in a cloud, and then the clouds have green mouse, pink sunglasses, and then they're talking. They have sunglasses on because they're right by the side of the sun, and the sun is an angry minion, purple minion, and
All
it's
right.
raining.
It's pretty imaginative, if I say so myself. Okay, great job. Now we're going to move on to our next topic, which is cause and effect. Do you know what cause and effect is?
Yeah.
Okay, take a guess. Tell me. What's a cause?
Can I just give you an example?
Well, first try to give me a definition.
The cause is what's going on, and then the effect is how it let's just say if you went to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, you'll be tired in the morning. So the tired in the morning is an effect that affects you on the cause.
Because of the cause, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, if you eat too much food, you'll have a bellyache.
If you go to sleep at 1 o'clock in the morning, you'll be tired in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Give me another one.
If someone heavy steps on your toe, it would hurt after.
Mm-hmm. Give me another one.
Let's just say if her brother, Ryan, took the car and she had to go to work, she wouldn't have a car.
Right. So that's kind of what cause and effect is. Now we're going to go over our vocabulary words, okay? So let's get in here. And what you're going to do is, we're just going to go through and we're going to try to pronounce the words first, okay? So turn the page to the second page. As we go through, write them down, okay? Because we're going to do something else with them later. So do you know how to pronounce the first word? Try to sound it out.
Absence. Absent.
Close. You have the abs. Now, what do you think what's the C sound like?
Sund.
What's the C sound? K. So absk. O-N-D. What's that make?
Owned.
So put it all together.
Abscond.
Yeah, abscond. Close enough. You did good. So write it down. Do you have any clue of what that word might mean?
Oh.
No? Okay. Okay, what about the next word? Close. So you have the B-gra, D,
G.
J,
Begrudge.
Yeah, begrudge. That's right. Now skip a couple lines and write that. Do you have any idea what that might mean?
No.
No? Okay, what about the next one?
Calm sense.
Close. So you have a calm, s,
Calm sense.
commence.
Commence.
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
To pounce on someone? Like you're jumping on someone?
No, but write that down because that's a good thought. Not quite exactly right though.
I'm guessing the word out. I think it has to pounce.
It's okay. Okay.
Wait, I think I know this word. Embellishment?
Yeah. Do you know what it means? You want to take a guess?
Is it like destroying something?
Maybe. Write that down. When we read through, we'll find out for sure. But these are good guesses.
Wait, okay.
Okay. Now we're going to read through the story. We're going to read the first couple pages together. Then when we see the vocabulary word, we're going to try to define it based on context clues. You know what context clues is?
Context clues?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that helps you, like, let's just say you found, empathetic. And that context clue would help you know what it means.
Right. So, and then as we're doing that, the main objective is to do cause and effect, right? So if you see a part in the story that might be cause and effect, you can write that down too. Okay? Alright, so start reading to me, kid.
What if I don't know a word?
Then sound it out, or I'll help you.
I let the octopus creature inside me, and now it's sitting on the table in a little house in the desert, giving me once over. It doesn't look impressed.
Okay, let's slow down. You don't gotta run all the sentences together, okay?
Who might you be? It asks. I'm Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I Rick Quinn differently. And that's Odie. I said outside. Odie lifts his head and wags his tail, and the sound of his name. Who and what might you be? You can pronounce my name with your. I don't know the word.
Let's take a guess. Sound it out.
Inquantit.
In your
Inadequate.
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 Mm-hmm.
Human tongue.
Do you know what inadequate means?
Mm-mm.
Okay, write it down. If you come across a word that you don't know what it means, you can write it down and we can try to figure out what it is later, okay? After we finish this paragraph, we'll come back to it and see if we can figure out from context clues, okay?
Human tongue gesture refers to us as I thought that was centipedes for
Cepha.
I don't know.
Guess.
Cephaloids. Cephaloids.
Mm-hmm.
For our
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Reason balance.
Close.
Reason balance.
No, it's not balance. There's no A after the B. Resemble.
Resemblance.
Do you know what that means?
It's the same as something.
They look like each other. They resemble each other.
I was gonna say like in the mirror, like us.
Yeah, that's your resemblance.
To certain creatures from the world that I am not sure if we should take offense.
Mm-hmm.
Were a natural redence.
Mm-mm. Sound it out.
Residents of this
realm.
I hate sounding that word.
You're okay. Keep going.
Realm.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me Seth, I suppose. And Jasper, also a human.
Keep going.
I thought that was one paragraph.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to inadequate. What's around it that could help you find the meaning?
Pronounce my name with a human tongue.
Right.
Like, it's a tongue twister.
So it's saying you couldn't pronounce my name with your inadequate human tongue. So if he's saying he couldn't pronounce his name, he's saying that their human tongue isn't able to say it.
Yeah, a human tongue, it's like a tongue twister. Almost.
Kind of. It's saying that the tongue isn't able to say it, so that inadequate is like...
like I couldn't say, what's it called? I couldn't say, like, there's a word I couldn't pronounce. It's, like, when I was, like, 5, I couldn't pronounce Ariel.
So you're just unable to do it, right?
Yeah.
So inadequate means unable. So write it down.
I already did it.
Write down the definition.
What is the definition?
I just told you.
I forget.
What do you think?
I forget.
Inadequate.
Unable to do something?
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's look at the pictures. We didn't do that. Looking at this picture over here, what do you think's gonna happen? Just by looking at the
He's
picture.
dreaming of something.
Okay, what about this one?
Someone is showing horses or unicorns or something.
Okay. Maybe he's dreaming about unicorns. Bulbous.
Bulbous?
Yeah. Do you know what that means?
It's a bull.
Do you know what that means? So, if he's shaking his head, if you look down in the picture, he obviously has a big head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it says he shakes his bulbous head in an adorably human expression of exasperation. So, what do you think it means? If he's shaking his head, what kind of head does he have?
A big head?
Right, so it means big and fat. So write down bulbous up here because you didn't know what it meant, and write the definition. Now what we're going to do, we read the first couple pages together. We know what we have to do, so now it's time to independently read. If you have any questions on words, just ask, okay? So here, read. When we come across a vocabulary word or a word you don't know, we write it down, right? Now that you read through the rest of the story by yourself and we kind of worked on it together, doing the words that you didn't know, let's take a look at the words you wrote down, what you didn't know, what you added, what definitions you found.
Should I just read them all?
So yeah, read them to me.
Bulbous,
Mm-hmm.
big fat head. Because Optimus is bulbous, and then his head is really fat. It's a story.
Yeah.
And a bicycle.
No.
Absent. Abscond.
Yes.
That means to run away.
Because in the story, she was running away, right?
Mm-hmm.
He asked where she ran away to.
Domicile means house. If anybody knew that.
Domicile.
Domicile. I said domicile. Commend means to begin like something, and then bend through. I always forget that word. Begrudged is to not hold like someone, like not to begrudge.
Like not to hold a grudge against someone.
Yeah, not to hold a grudge against.
No, just a grudge. To begrudge is meaning you're not holding a grudge.
Eloquent.
Eloquent.
Eloquent means he or she speaks the most proper, or like writes the most proper. And then embellishment means details, like if a house had like already, it was just like plain white walls and like stuff, you could like jazz it up with details.
Decorations.
Empathic. Empathetic means to have sympathy. Frolic means happy walk, like you're happily walking or skipping. Impedance. Impudent means to be rude. I'm fixing this because it's all sloppy. Doesn't matter if it's sloppy. Does it?
What?
Matter if it's sloppy?
No.
Because that's all sloppy.
That's okay.
Semicolon.
Well, this one.
Oh, plight means difficult situation. Recognition.
No. Where did you get that from?
Reconnaissance. It means exploring. And succumb means to give in to something. Indeliquent.
Wait, I can't see it.
Inadequate means unable to do something.
Yeah, and that was like one we found, right? One we didn't know.
Some of these are what we found. Like this one I'm reading is a vocab, right?
No.
Oh, this is not a vocab. Expression.
No.
Exasperation. Exasperation. Annoyed. Fathom. Wait, fathom?
Fathom.
Fathom means you can think of it.
Yeah.
This isn't a vocab. It's foliage.
Mhm.
Other things coming out of the ground. Like, let's just say if some flowers are just coming out of the ground so far in nature, or the ground, yeah, and then daisies started to grow. Emerge means coming out. Converse means interact. Just, I wrote that before.
Interact.
Interact, and then
Whenever if you're we're conversing. We're having a conversation. We're interacting with each other.
Converts. Concerned means worried about. Is that how?
Hauled. Remember?
Hauled. I took myself there, like I hauled myself there. And last one is solidly.
Solidity.
Solidly means solid.
Right. So good job. We found some new words we didn't know. We figured out what the vocab words were.
And now I'm doing this cause and effect worksheet.
Yes. Now we're doing the cause and effect worksheet. So why don't you take a couple minutes to go through it. If you need to use the book, you can. And then that'll be it.
Okay.
Okay, now read it to me.
Okay. The first one is the cause. The humans would stay for a short time, then leave. And then I put, then after they left, they weren't prepared. And then the second one is the cause. This is the one I wrote. The queen put her hand down and the sand came down. And then it said the centrals.
Well, the effect is that the cephaloids.
The cephaloids became trapped in the sand, and then this is the cause for the third one. The queen stayed longer. Then the effect that I wrote was they lost their home because the queen stayed longer. And then the cause is this is the one I wrote. He asked her to leave, and then the effect was the queen flung Seth out of the castle, and then the cause, this is not the one I wrote. The centroids became worried about their chains of sand, so I said, so they went to investigate, like around the sand, and then the effect was the queen must be trapped somewhere in her illusions, and then the cause I put, she was getting old.
Okay. Good job.